2010, a year that graced us with so many blockbuster movies. Yet there was one movie people failed to recognize.
Is Scott here?
You know what? He just left.
Scott Pilgrim vs. the World was directed by Edgar Wright. From its zany editing to its impressive soundtrack, you feel so immersed into this world by the insane visual effects. I mean, it's so unconventional. You got your action, romance, and comedy, even musical elements, just all with this video game / comic book approach that I adore so much. Rather than clashing into one another haphazardly, all these elements oddly complement each other and create such a fun and satisfying watch. We follow our protagonist, Scott Pilgrim, played by none other than Michael Cera, who's the bassist for his and his friend's band. He tries to unhealthily cope with what Scott believes is a life-defining breakup. However, everything changes when he encounters Ramona Flowers, the new girl in town. He quickly becomes enamored by her, but with the turn of events to win her heart, he is forced to defeat her 7 evil exes. Fun fact, Scott Pilgrim was originally a novel series created by Brian Lee O'Malley. It was not only adapted into a movie, but a video game. This is significant because we can actually see these video game and comic book motifs repeatedly implemented within the movie. It's experimental and plays a major role in this style.
You'll pay for your crimes against humanity!
Didn't you know? Todd's vegan.
Vegan?
It's not really that big of a deal.
No kidding.
The scene that I just showed is one of my favorite scenes from this entire movie. We see the standard 1.85 to 1 aspect ratio widen to a 2.39 to 1 ratio, and slowly return to its original format as he's being levitated by Todd, one of Ramona's evil exes. And this ratio change is actually common throughout the movie, especially in most action sequences, as this scene is so visually aesthetic, especially when all the characters fade out into the shadows, leaving Todd and Scott's silhouettes to shine. The white spiral gives it a cartoonish feeling along with the use of onomatopoeia. Todd throws Scott through the wall, and we have this moment where we zoom out into 2 frames which clearly resemble comic book panels. You may not have noticed this either, but 3s were hidden all over the scene, indicating that he is indeed the 3rd evil ex. It's not necessarily important to the story, but there are so many Easter eggs like that that make you want to appreciate the craft a little more. The VFX and editing choices enhance the story and bring life to the characters. The movie intentionally has this dull-looking atmosphere because its prominent features rely on its attention to detail. Almost every movement by a character in this film is carried by a video game sound cue. It's so subtle yet so endearing. Onomatopoeia is largely recognized, which is super uncommon in live-action films. Its presence is shown in small gestures and doesn't fail to elevate the scene with humor. The unique use of paneling is a clever way to display 2 characters interacting instead of the usual cut back and forth from each other. It also gives focus to each character within a scene, which is inclusive. Something that is executed so brilliantly in this movie are the creative transitions. There are multiple of these frame wipes, whip pans, and match cuts that take you along as the story unfolds. They're accompanied by diegetic sound effects that do a good job at engrossing the viewer and pull them deeper into this silly world. The movie's dedication to stay true to its source is genuine. The actors themselves are told to rarely blink to emulate this comic book feeling. The movie doesn't take itself too seriously. Despite the bizarreness of this world, it still provides this relatable story with realistic characters while being this piece of eye candy. It has some of the funniest and most unforgettable one-liners.
Because I'm in lesbians with you. What?
It goes beyond traditional storytelling by setting up Scott's hero journey as a video game. The 7 evil exes are boss battles and his reward is Ramona. And with all of this as his main objective, he's still able to learn to grow out of this slacker mentality and into a decent guy. Overall, it's a beautiful and technical movie. That being, I think it would be so appropriate and worth the watch on the big screen.